in Salvation Army. I was like, cool, a tie-dye shirt for $1, I'll take it. Figure out what the E stands for later. Turns out it stands for now everyone thinks I now sell E. And mess up a punchline. So, I recently switched to Sprint. They sent me a personalized welcome to Sprint video, but I haven't had a strong enough signal to watch it yet. It's one of these days. You guys got Wi-Fi here? I want to see it. So a cop pulled me over the other night. He's like, you know, you got a headlight out? And I'm like, yeah, I just don't get it fixed because chicks dig motorcycles. These guys like that. He's like, hell yeah, they do. Look at these girls. See? But I messed up the other day. I was on a date with this gal, and I actually told her about my motorcycle. And she's like, well, I need to pick me up in my motorcycle. I'm like, babe, I only take it out at night. But it was cool. One time I went to the gas station high. All right, it wasn't just one time. One time in particular, my pump said, please see clerk for receipt. So I went in, I'm like, hey, I'm here to see clerk. You must be clerk. The pump said he'd have something for me. The clerk's like, what pump said that? I'm like, oh man, I forgot. I was trying to remember your name. The clerk's a good guy, man. We had a friend in the clerk. Oh man, he was a silly. Do you think the girls that work at Bath and Body Works ever fart to see if it's possible to smell it? On their lunch break, they're like, hey Kelly, you take the KFC out, hit the Taco Bell. We'll reconvene. And see, I just think they do. Like if I was on a date at the mall and I had to fart, that's where I'm heading. You know what I mean? You got free samples too. I went down on this girl recently and she really liked it. But as she was laying there, she's like, Scott, I bet you could give a really good blowjob. I'm like, wow. Thanks for the information I can't share with anyone. Like I'm gonna tell my buddy, he's like, hey, how's the date? It's cool, man. I went down on her, she said she thinks I could give good blowjobs. So, let's play some shirts and skins basketball, anybody?
So yeah, I'm having a child, my first kid.
Wow.
Very excited. November 27th actually.
Boy, girl.
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. So, what I found out, you know, it's very interesting when you go on these doctor appointments and you see, you know, they can pinpoint the exact day of conception, and that's how I knew I was having a boy, because I do remember going pretty deep that night. And I will also never forget the first time I saw my little baby boy's penis on the ultrasound for the first time, 20 weeks. That was special. But I was confused. Why, you know, I asked the doctor, why is it so small? Why isn't it more like Dad? And she said, that's because it's a clit. So not having a boy, having a girl, it sucks because I went out and fucking set up a basketball hoop and bought firecrackers and fucking, yeah, having a girl. Yeah, we'll see about that, but...
That's a big clit, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, it turns out you can only go so deep when you have a medium-sized dick, so... It was really... yeah, it's a girl, so... Time to get my shit together, right? Time to clean my act up. Gonna be a dad. No more fucking around, you know? You know what I'm gonna miss most is drugs. Fucking fucking love cocaine. But yeah, pretty sure I did enough cocaine in my 20s to kill a large farm animal. But that is no longer a part of my life, thank God. It's been a long time. Why, you guys got some shit right there? Maybe in the bathroom. End of the show. Let's get fucked up. Let's get weird.
Ain't dead yet, right?
No, that's right. So yeah, you know, fucking around with cokeheads is just, you know, why do fucking cokeheads always want to start a business with you? You ever notice that? You get all fucking whacked out and coming up with all kinds of crackhead wacky business ideas. I always knew it had been a really long fucking crazy weekend. I'd get a call on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Yo man, what's up? This is Billy. Billy who? Who the fuck are you, Billy? Remember, man, we're gonna start a ballet studio. Go on. Then at night, we're gonna flip it into a brothel, and we're gonna make the hookers use our own proprietary frog skin condoms. That's 3 revenue streams.
Anyone here ever eat at a Cracker Barrel? I'm not talking about the restaurant. I'm talking about the shipping container full of crackers. What I'm getting at, I don't know where they came up with this name for the restaurant. I don't know much about the booming cracker industry of the 1800s, but I doubt the barrel was the preferred method of transport for their brittle crackers. If someone puts a barrel in front of me and asks me to guess what's inside of it, I'll say maybe wine or oil. Maybe monkeys, depending on how fun you guys do. It's certainly not the driest substance known to man. I can just imagine like being some guy waiting in Boston Harbor, like after a long winter, waiting for your shipment of crackers to finally come in. The ship's been tossed around the ocean for like 3 months because that's how long it takes for ships to travel. And he opens up his barrel and there's just a pile of dust inside. I don't know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do buy like a box of saltines at the store and like I'll pull out the sleeve and they'll be all smashed up and I'll be very upset about this. I'm a dissatisfied customer. But sometimes I buy a box of crackers and I pull out the sleeve and they're all in perfect condition. And I'm a very satisfied customer, and I immediately take those crackers out and smash them into my bowl of soup. So I like to have that power over my dinner. I don't know, this isn't really a joke, but it's just something I think about sometimes. Just follow along with me. Wild Bill Hickok, Buffalo Bill Cody, Wild Cody Hickok, Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know. It's not a joke. It's just a thought I have. So this time of year, I like to listen to classic rock radio stations. Yes, absolutely. Because, all right. So around this time of year, you will hear the song "Werewolves of London" about 4 or 5 times by Warren Zevon. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. So here's the thing about that song. It starts out sounding like a very normal, just like 70s rock and roll song, but by the end of it, it just sounds like some Rodney Dangerfield tirade. I swear to God, he's like, I better stay away from him. He'll rip your lungs out, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. Oh, God. I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. That was perfect. Oh, God. I don't know what the inspiration for all that business is.
Cocaine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wonderful cocaine of London. Okay. Where was I? I gotta get back into this thing. I really don't know what's going on with my ass. For the most part, it's not that hairy. But when you get to the crack, it starts turning into Rapunzel. I honestly can't explain it. Sometimes white thing is like hanging out a paintbrush. It's terrible. Oh, God. Better get the mineral spirits. This one is oil-based. If I wanted to bleach my asshole, I don't know why I would. I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. If I did want to bleach my asshole, you'd never actually get through all that hair all the way to the skin. I just have this beautiful blonde ponytail following behind me. There's a dirty butt. Basically, my ass would just look like Hulk Hogan's face. I don't know.
Yeah, brother.
Brother, what are you gonna do when Hulkamania comes for you, brother?
I just run. Hulkamania's going for me. I haven't really been looking for lights, but I feel like I'm good on time. Let's see, what's one thing? Alright, so Brian brought this up. He said I blocked him on Facebook. That's not true. I have blocked everybody on Facebook. I gave up Facebook. I can't stand the way people talk. Can't stand the logic. It's been like 2 years, so this might be completely out of date, irrelevant, like talk. But I used to always see these things. Everyone's got some sort of stance on issues that I never even heard of before 3 years ago. But I don't know. Okay, I used to see this thing. It said 17 countries have already banned the use of GMOs. What are we waiting for? Like, I don't care about the issue, but the logic is just appalling. Like, what if I put out a poster that said 17 countries have already banned women from driving? What are we waiting for? There's a public health concern. I don't know. I don't know. I would like to see what happens to Facebook on the day that someone finds out how to genetically modify all plants to be gluten-free. I would like to see what side of the aisle people take on that one. Perhaps they've already done that, and that's why all the places in America where they grow grains, that's also where you see all the tornadoes happening. Those are just moral whirlwinds of dilemma. See if I did see a light, but I feel like I should have. Okay, how about this? Bear with me. It must be really hard to be a veterinarian because you have to euthanize people's beloved pets all day long. Do you think vets come home with PTSD? Alright, that's all for now.
My parents bought me P90X for my birthday.
I didn't say it.
No, it was really cool. Well, I've been binge watching the shit out of it, eating Cheetos. I'm on like the 3rd episode. It has been, you guys should check it out. It's like this, it's about a new dance group or something. They use strings and stuff, and chairs, weights, all that fun shit. My buddy wanted to, like, he called me up one day. He's like, Hilton, I'm running a marathon. You should train with me. And I was like, no. He's like, come on, dude, it's gonna be totes. I fucked that up. He's like, it's totes gonna be awesome. And I was like, you need to stop being my friend because you just used the word totes. And you're a male. But he was like, hey, dude, it's only 26.2 miles. Which is fucking hilarious because I don't even like driving 26.2 miles. I don't know what it makes him think that I would want to run 26.2 miles. I'm unemployed right now, which is terrible because all the applications are online, and I don't think anybody's gonna hire somebody with the email of pussyslinger69 at yahoo.com. I'm sure Kid Rock would because he's a pimp. He has stats that you can check.
Alright, so you guys, it feels good to be here. You guys feel good to be here? Feel okay? You're having a good time on Sunday night? I feel good to be here too because there's a lot of people here and that's not a given for open mic comedy. I've done some bleak shows, you guys. I did a show not too long ago for 8 people. 8 people, 2 of which were comics' parents. What was even sadder than that is I rode the city bus there. But I felt like it would have been better if I just did my jokes on the bus. There would have been more people, and they would have appreciated it more. Just grab his intercom and be like, well, so what is it with these bus fares? They keep going up, but the buses keep getting shittier, am I right? Crowd work would be different on the bus. You couldn't do the whole like, oh, are you guys dating? You guys married? You have to be like, oh, you guys dating? Or like a common law meth partnership? What's going on here? Another thing about the bus is attractive people do not ride the bus. Like, I would say maybe I'm like a 6 in normal life. You can agree or disagree. She thinks I'm like an 8. But on the bus, I'm like a 10.5. People are like, damn, who let the GQ model up in here? That boy must be researching a role. No way he's just on the bus. But yeah, like open mic comedy can be like kind of embarrassing, like, and so I feel embarrassed to tell like my friends and acquaintances about it because they might come to a show where there's fucking 8 people and they just think I'm an idiot. But the people I'm most afraid to tell are my parents because it's going to be an awkward conversation. I know it's going to be. And even though they know my brother has been addicted to heroin for many, many years, I still don't want to tell them because I don't want to be the bigger disappointment. They're like, oh, so you called into work on a Tuesday to go to a bar to get the approval of strangers? Like, your brother's doing heroin, but he's not sucking dick for it. You need to get your shit together. And like when your sibling is addicted to drugs, like the bar that your parents set for you is real low. Like it doesn't matter that I'm 26 and I wash dishes for minimum wage part-time. Because my brother's job is stealing DVDs from Meijer and then selling them to the pawn shop. It's not a career path that they teach you in high school. I'm sorry, are you saying that happened to you? You stole DVDs from Meijer? You did that one time? No. When you're talking, I can hear it. I'm sorry. All right, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah. I already mentioned I'm a dishwasher, blah, blah, blah. But, so when you do a shitty job like that, the question, what do you do, never has a good answer. Like, you feel embarrassed when people ask you, what do you do? Because everyone else seems to have such a great answer to that question. You know, they make their life seem so great. And then by comparison, my life seems like shit. You want to embellish it, but I've been tired of that recently, so I'm just going the complete opposite way, trying to shut down the small talk, not trying to make any new friends. So when people are like, hey, Mike, what do you do? Like, man, I watch TV all fucking day. When my eyes start to hurt from watching TV for too long, I just look at the ground. Give them a little rest, you know, they've been tired. 12-hour TV sesh. But then they'll ask you, like, Mike, what do you do for money? Like, what do you do for a job? I was like, man, I just sell liquor to kids. I sell liquor to kids. That'll shut it down for sure. Nobody wants to be friends with that guy. So, all right, moving on. Let's talk about something else. I've met a lot of jokey guys in my life. A lot of jokey guys. They can be like pretty annoying. People who tell like jokes everybody's heard. Blah blah blah. It's annoying and exhausting, but I can handle it. What I can't handle is when people fuck up those jokes. I'll give you an example. I was driving with someone recently. I was driving slow, and they were upset about it. And the joke they tried to make was, you drive like old people fuck, which ha ha ha, very funny, I drive slow. But what he actually said is, you drive like you fuck, which doesn't make any sense, because he's never seen me fuck. And also, I drive cautiously, attentively, and at a consistent speed the entire time. That's a decent way to get fucked. Especially compared to the way he drives. The way he drives is aggressively, as fast as possible, and with no regard for human life. Like, you don't want to get fucked like that. I don't. Nobody does.
Does everybody here have grandparents? Everybody has grandparents. I want everybody to think in their mind right now the dirtiest thing they've ever done during sex. And just know that your grandparents did that too. But with like way more pubic hair. I just got a call from my grandma, and I was talking to her, and she was having trouble hearing me. She just got hearing aids, and I was like, that's gross. You're way too old for phone sex. So that's how you get hearing aids.
I get it now.
Way to go, way to keep up. This guy's keeping up. You ever see a girl in white pants and think to yourself, she must not have her period? The other day, a friend of mine asked if I had ever been dropped as a child. And I thought about it, and I said, no. You have to be held in order to get dropped. How come whenever there's a nice enough lady to give me a blowjob and she licks up cum, I'm like, man, that's really hot. But when my dog does it, I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. Anybody here ever been to jail? Looking at you guys.
No.
Okay, well, I've been to jail. It's really not the greatest thing. It's not the worst thing. They've got some good things. They got like, 3 meals a day, cable television, which is pretty rad. They have programs to teach you different traits. I learned how to give a blowjob with my butthole. While I was in jail, though, I almost got beat up, believe it or not. I got into, not really a fight. I was talking to my black friend, his name was Detroit. And Detroit said to me, hey Seth, would you ever fuck a black chick? And I was like, hell yeah. My dick's way less racist than my brain. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm like, I wake up white and disappointed every day. And I write jokes for the same reason black guys write raps. For the white women. So I weighed myself, and I weigh more now than I've ever weighed in my entire life. I weigh 150 pounds, which means that I'm finally ready to be a high school senior. Sometimes after I take a shower, I just stand and look in the mirror while I'm naked, and I think to myself, how is this the strongest sperm? Is it going up against a paraplegic and a stillborn? Yay, I win! The other day, I was going to go to a concert with a buddy of mine that I haven't seen in quite a while. He's got 4 kids. And I went up to his door, and I knocked, and he came right to the door, and he said, just hold the fuck on. Slammed the door in my face. He said, go wait in the car. I was like, wow, that was really rude, but okay. So I go in his car and I wait like 5 minutes and I hear a bunch of like slamming and shit in the house. The whole house is shaking. And he comes out, slams his door, gets into the car, slams the door so hard it rips the fucking handle right off the door. And then he takes his cell phone because he's pissed because he did that and he throws it out the window, breaks his cell phone, starts punching a lot. And I was like, calm down, man. I don't know what's going on, but, whatever, just calm down. He found out that he was in line to have baby number 5. It's like, holy shit. For all the damage you just did to your car, you probably could have paid for an abortion. So, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's hear it. Yeah.
Titties!
A lot of people, fucking right. A lot of people wear pink to support breast cancer, which is cool. But I think when you have breast cancer, they take it off. So I think instead of pink, cutoffs would be all right. We'll work on that one. Man, we were flying through these. Anyway, you guys, I'm a big advocate for gay rights. I grew up with a lesbian mom. This is very true. It was tough though, kind of. I got made fun of a lot. All the kids always wanted to come over and meet the lesbians. My mom, I remember her being like, quit inviting your friends over to meet the lesbians. So that was kind of tough. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, it was tough. But one really cool thing about having a lesbian mom is that walking in on her having sex, still kind of hot. Do you guys think that Easter was the very first bring your son to work day? All right, this is gonna be my last one, Brian. So I'm really sick of I got rid of cable television because a lot of the shows really were just disappointing me. I found out that Dancing with the Stars still wasn't going to have Michael J. Fox on it. That show, Locked Up Abroad, has absolutely nothing to do with keeping a girl tied up in her basement. All right, one more. I got one more. Is Brian even here? All right. Okay. So the other day, my girlfriend walked into my room while I was masturbating on the computer, and I was very embarrassed, and I shut the computer very fast. And she was like, "No, it's cool. It's hot. We'll watch it together." And I was like, I was shy, I didn't want to do it. And she talked me into it. And as soon as I turned it on, she stood up, she slapped me in the face, and I haven't talked to her since. I guess some people don't like Passion of the Christ the way that I do. Cheers, everybody.